Hello, guys. So it is Thursday, October 22nd. Let's dive into what we're up to today. First off, you have your 40th daily journal. And here's the question. Write a journal about, have you ever been treated unfairly because you're different than the people around you? So kind of think about a time that maybe that happened and explain what happened to you. Or if it's never happened to you, maybe think of a time you've seen it happen to someone else. And the reason I ask that is because we are starting our book today. So remember, Mr. Wiesel was 15 and endured the Holocaust, and we're going to start reading the book today. So we're going to read pages 6 through 14. That's your second task for today. And here's how you access the book. This is our book, and to read it, you have two options. You can download it to your computer. If you click this link, it'll download a full PDF of the book, and you can open it. Or if you'd rather read it in a website, you can click here, and it'll open it up in a new tab. That's especially helpful probably if you're using a Chromebook. So when you open the PDF, I want to show you what it'll look like and show you how to find the correct pages. It's got 2 pages on each spread in the PDF. So what you'll need to do is scroll down. And now you notice these first pages do not have page numbers at the bottom. So you need to skip past those and scroll until you can see page numbers. So I still don't see page numbers, but now I see the title. There's page 1. Here's page 3. So you need to make sure to scroll until you can see the section where there are page numbers. So don't let that confuse you. And we're going to start reading actually on page 6. So don't worry about pages 3 through 5 unless you just really want to read them. Page 6 is where our story really begins, and then that's the only time we'll skip. What you're going to read about is a section of the book, first off, where the Jewish people first start getting mistreated by Germany. Remember, Adolf Hitler is the leader of Germany. He hates Jewish people. And the opening of the book shows us how Germany started to take over and mistreat the Jewish people around Mr. Wiesel, his family, his friends, his community. And the first story you'll read, which basically goes from page 6 to 7, a man named Mosh the Beetle. It's a weird name, but his name is Mosh, Moishe. He is a local Jew, and he actually gets taken away by the Germans because he is a foreign Jew, meaning he's not from the town he lives in. And he sees what the Germans are doing. They're going to take Mosh away. He sees that they're murdering the Jewish people, and he miraculously comes back to the village and tries to tell the people what happened. And you'll get to see whether they listen to Mosh or not. And then on pages 8 through 14, the rest of your reading, you're going to see how the Germans slowly come into Mr. Wiesel's town, and they start to create rules like Jewish people can't go out at night. Jewish people can't leave their homes. And then eventually the word transports get used, which means the Jewish people are going to have to leave their homes and get taken away. And that's where our story kind of really begins. So you're just reading pages 6 through 14 again. After you read, your last task, very simple, is to answer some reading questions about the pages you've read. These are just comprehension. There's 7 questions to answer, and they're very simple. They say things like, number 1, what happened to Mosh the Beetle when he was taken away? Or number 3, what do the Jewish people say about Hitler on page 8? So you can use the page numbers and the questions to guide you if they have them. Just short answers will be fine. And these are, again, just to show your understanding of the reading. They don't need to be long with text evidence. They just need to be short, quick answers. Tomorrow, excuse me, we will annotate in more detail about these pages. So go ahead, guys, start reading. Answer these 7 questions. The book can feel a little confusing at first because it's in a different society, a different community, a different area of the world than we're used to. So just give it a shot. If it's a little confusing, it'll get better as time passes. But if you want to email me questions or you ever want to set up a Zoom meeting to talk about what's going on, feel free to email me and let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the reading. It's very interesting, despite very sad. It's a fascinating book. And again, it can be life-changing if you really give it the attention that it deserves. Hope you enjoy and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.